Hello, movie fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Blake Lively, Anna Kendrick's Paul Feig directed film, Another Simple Favor. Now, this movie does star Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick's, and this is the sequel to A Simple Favor. So, let's talk about this. So, if you guys remember the first movie, you have Emily, who's this beautiful, rich woman who gets into the life of this young housewife kind of mother, played by Anna Kendrick, who just loves helping her kids' school. And she meets Emily for the first time, and things start to get kind of chaotic. Emily goes missing. Her husband, who is played by Henry Gold, he gets blamed for it. Anna Kendrick kind of gets in the middle of it, and the rest ensues. Then you find out that, Emily from the first movie, she kind of planted her own death for a number of reasons. Now we're on the new one. Now you have Steph now, who's basically this private investigator, podcast user person who just loves doing things. She also has a whole autobiography that she wrote about the situation that she went through with Emily. And Emily shows back up in her life and invites her to her wedding in Italy. And Stephanie's like, wait, what? Well, how are you out of jail? Don't worry about it. Come with me to Italy, be my maid of honor. Let's party. So Stephanie goes. She has her followers. She's telling them, oh yeah, I'm going here. It's going to be great, and, we'll see what happens. She gets there, and a murder occurs. A murder occurs where it may or may not get Stephanie blamed for it. And now Stephanie has to go and try to figure out and also clear her name of what's been going on. She meets Emily's new husband, who kind of might be shady in his own right. Something happens, and Stephanie gets blamed for it. That's basically the gist of how I can explain Another Simple Favor. And I'm going to be honest with you. Now, this movie is streaming on Amazon Prime, so there's that. And that's one of my negatives, honestly. I like this film. I thought this movie was actually very clever. It followed the same kind of tropes as the first one, giving us that mysterious, situation from Emily's past. And does it connect to this? It gives you a lot of questions about who really is Emily and why she's doing this now kind of a situation. And you have poor Stephanie, who is played by Anna Kendrick. She's that, that suburban housewife kind of person, even though she's not married, but she kind of plays that kind of a character. And, she's just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. She thought she was going to be, her and Emily could finally reconcile and be friends. And then, this happens. And then she's just trying to figure out what's going on. And, you know what? For the most part, I really did enjoy it. It had a mystery to it. I love the chemistry between Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. Take away her actual drama from her other movie that's been going on in her personal life. Let's forget about that for a little bit. And look at how Blake Lively, she's actually a pretty good actress, She's always been my favorite. I loved her as Serena Vanderwoodson in Gossip Girl. Love that show. And, she was just great in here. And Anna Kendrick doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people kind of look at her and like, oh, she's cute, she's adorable. But she's a freaking phenomenal actress, and she just crushes it here. And then you have Henry Gold, who I haven't seen him in a movie since like maybe Snake Eyes. I honestly thought he wasn't going to be in this movie. He pops up in this movie because he's Emily's ex-husband. He shows up in this movie. He was great. Yeah, everybody in this film, there's an actress, I forgot the actress' name, who plays Emily's aunt. She's fantastic because she's also a very legendary actress. She's great as well. Yeah, I think everybody did a really good job with this film. My only real negative about this film is the fact that this should have went to freaking theaters. I think this movie would have done really well. Not like $1 billion film, but it would have done decent, honestly, because the mysterious part of it. There was some silly moments in here that yeah, it felt silly and kind of bonkers for what's going when you watch this movie. This movie's bonkers. I can just say that there are a lot of like, wait, what, why is that happening? And you just want to keep watching it. You just want to keep investing in this film, and it just works in all cylinders, in my opinion. I thought it was a lot of fun. Is it better than the first one? No, it's not. But I still enjoyed it for what it was, because it had the same feels of what the first one was. When the first one had the whole, like, who is Emily? What's her backstory? What's her deal? You know, it gives you that and more in here. And it goes a little silly, sure it does. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun. I love Anna Kendrick, and I love Blake Lively in this role. I think that both of them worked really well together. Even though I think in real life they don't like each other, but we'll see what, that's up for debate, but whatever. But I think they did a really good job. Congratulations to everybody involved in this film, from the producers, to the directors, to the actors, to the bagel guy, whatever. Congratulations to everybody, because, it takes a whole army to make a movie. So congratulations to everybody on the film. And yeah, give it a try. Give it a shot. And you don't have to leave. Just go watch it on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you're good to go. If you don't, sign up for it just to watch it and then cancel it. Whatever. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about Another Simple Favor. Did you guys watch it? Not watch it? Not like the first one? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good day.